Hi, good afternoon. I'm Nikki Coletti or Kelly Coletti, and this is our final screencast project of my final website. So you can start here. This is the welcome screen that you can see. I have my little introductory photo. If you go to meet the teacher, it tells you a little bit more about me. I am working on this class is part of the requirements to fulfill my gifted add-on certification to add it to my master's degree. This is my 10th year of teaching. I've primarily spent most of my time in the fourth grade ELA social studies classroom. The last 3 years, I've been working in gifted education. It's been a wonderful experience. Loved every moment of it. When I'm not teaching, I love hanging out with my family, my dog, cooking, gardening, reading, listening to music, enjoying the Baton Rouge area a lot. For the why, the ISTE standards, they were really interesting for me to review them. I would say the one that stood out the most to me was whenever it talked about educators being designers. I relate to that a lot because I do design a lot of my own things, especially my extension projects for my kiddos in class. And it's just, that's actually the most fun part of my job, I think, is being creative, thinking out of the box, and designing new tools for my students to use in class. And I think that kind of goes along with some of the future ready skills that we talked about. A quote that stood out from our TED Talk we watched was 65% of students in K through 12 will do a job that doesn't exist yet. And I think that goes back to designing things and creating things that our students are going to have to learn to use in their future as essentially worldwide citizens at that point. Resources, podcasting, really fun. I listen to a lot of educational podcasts in my own spare time. I think it's a wonderful way to incorporate professional development. I have a few that I listen to that are primarily focused on needs of the gifted and especially social and emotional needs. And I like podcasting a lot because I can do it, as a mom, as a teacher. I can multitask and do it. I can cook dinner. I can be in the car and do it. I can listen to it while I'm getting ready for work in the morning, or while I'm doing some grading, I can have a podcast on at the same time. So it makes it really flexible to continue learning as a professional. Mobile apps, there are tons of them. I feel like I learn about a new one every day, but one that's been really consistent I chose to use was Class Dojo, especially as an elementary educator. I love that this app allows me a lot of flexibility in communicating with parents. I can talk to them about their students' activity in class. They can see positive or negative things the students can get points for. We do a little reward system in class. Can also use it with communication with parents. You can send out messages, you can post pictures, share information on stuff you're doing in class, and you can also add in a calendar so that parents get reminders, automatic reminders of events through Dojo. I think it's a great, great mobile app. Digital images, here is my wakelet that I created about the benefits of integrating technology in the classroom, how AI can be used in the classroom. My personal students have started dabbling in a little bit of the use of AI to be creative when they use their projects. They also have started learning how to use Canva, and they love it to create presentations, and it gives them another opportunity to differentiate their instruction for different types of presentations. Digital storytelling, this was really fun. I've actually used video editing a little bit before, mostly whenever I did the extracurricular things, like I did speeches for my student council students to be able to share with the whole school. But I also like how it can also tie into professional development, because I can put together something like I did here about the emotional learning styles or the different learning styles of gifted children and share that with my colleagues, and it gives them, a 2 to 3 minute little snippet, a little window into the world of the needs of our gifted babies, which we don't always get to talk about as much as we would like to during actual professional development. For the must know, AI, I'm a proponent of AI. I think it's so great. I love getting to use this Magic School tool, especially the email. I thought it was really helpful because we don't have a lot of planning time in our day. You know, sometimes just 45 minutes a day to plan everything we need to plan and everything we need to get done. So if I can just type in some bullet points and it can help me craft a professional email to send to a parent or a colleague or anyone that I'm working with, it's so useful. And then ChatGPT, just being able to put in specifics and create a lesson plan out of it, give me learning objectives, give me activities. It can differentiate things for you. Again, it goes back to working smarter, not harder. And then evaluations. Here is my wonderful Apple Teacher Certificate of Recognition. And the last thing will be the Screencast, which I'm currently recording. That will be uploaded whenever I'm done. But overall, I really enjoyed this course. I thought it provided some valuable insights. It connected me as a professional to tools that I can incorporate not only in my classroom, but in my own professional learning and development to share with my colleagues.